Hello and welcome to another Take 2. This Take 2 is about the SIG Sauer P226 Elite ASE. ASE actually stands for Alloy Stainless Elite, and so the alloy part means that rather than a full steel or stainless steel frame, it is an alloy frame, but it is finished off in this really nice stainless steel PVD finish. So the finish is very similar to that used for the Legion, only instead of being Legion gray, it's stainless steel. The slide is stainless steel material. It is in every other way a P226 Elite, got that full beaver tail, has the short reset and short reach trigger, and has these absolutely beautiful and wonderful feeling wood grips. But you know, Take 2s are about shooting more and talking less, so let's get to it. That target is 10 yards down range, in case you was wondering. You know, I shoot a lot of guns, obviously. There's something that feels like coming home again every time I got a SIG P226 in my hand. When you're out on a hot day shooting an all steel gun, sometimes that can be really tough on the hand in terms of the heat transfer. Well, with these wonderful wood grips, that is not an issue. Start out double action. Enjoy some of that nice double action trigger. Heavy but smooth. And of course the short reset trigger is legendary, at least by my standards. All right, that was 45 rounds at 10 yards. That's not a bad looking group. That ammo, by the way, was SIG Sauer Elite Performance 115 grain ball. Seemed only appropriate. That ammo was provided to me by SIG Sauer, and I appreciate that a lot. Boy, I tell you, nobody can baby a target like me. Look at that. It's got a nice little shade thing over him and all that. I wish somebody would do that for me, you know, put a nice little shade cover over me, keep the sun off of me. Okay, back at it. It's a beautiful gun, but of course, at the heart of it, it's a P226. So you're probably wondering, how can you do a take two if there was never a first 100? Good question. Because I reviewed this gun for Guns America some time back. So doing a first 100 seemed a little redundant. I don't want to repeat myself. And if you read that review and watched that video, then you certainly don't need to hear me say the same stuff over and over. If you have not read that review or watched that video, the links will be down below in the information, and you should check it out. That'll be a much more detailed review with all the stats and information and so forth. This is just about having fun. I love this gun a lot, and as you can see, it did not find its way back to SIG Sauer. I opted to send them a check instead. So it is now mine, and I'm loving it. These wood grips, I talked about this in my review of it, but these wood grips do add a lot to the girth or to the circumference of the gun. But when you first pick it up on the table and you kind of feel it and get acquainted with it, you notice that and you think, wow, that might be a little too fat. It might be a little too stout for me to be comfortable with. But once you get it out and actually start shooting it, you find that it feels very nice and smooth. That smooth back, you think, wow, man, I like a lot of heavy checkering on the back strap. Yeah, I'm right there with you, but I don't know, this feels really good too. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap up with a mixture of ammo. In this magazine, I have some Arms Corps 115 grain ball 9mm ammo, which I've just started to try, and I like it quite a bit. In this magazine, which will be up next, I have some Hornady American Gunner. And in this magazine, which will be last, but absolutely not least, SIG Sauer Elite Performance 124 grain jacketed hollow point. My favorite self-defense load. Okay, American Gunner now. It's a P226. So it'll feed and fire and eject everything. Man, this wood grip feels so nice on a hot day. All right, so this is a quick take 2 with the SIG Sauer P226 Elite ASE. Stainless. Go check out the full review, and I promise you'll see this one again. Now that it is in the Just an Opinion channel official inventory, you will definitely see it again. Probably comparing it to something else, I would think. All right, so why don't I just leave you with some eye candy. Maybe a little shooting eye candy and a little pictures of the gun type eye candy. Thanks for watching.